Have you ever been so kind that people stopped appreciating you and started expecting you? What if the reason they keep taking advantage of you isn't because you're weak, but because you never learned to say no? This is the story of Bruno, a donkey who discovered that lesson the hardest way possible. Nobody took advantage of him because he was weak. They took advantage of him because his heart was too kind, and he never learned to say no. Bruno was a humble donkey who believed kindness was the greatest gift anyone could possess. Every morning, before the first rays of sunlight touched the valley, Bruno was already awake, waiting at the entrance with a smile, eager to help anyone who needed him. If the horse needed heavy logs carried across the rocky hills, Bruno was there. If the goat's cart got stuck in deep mud, Bruno pulled it free without hesitation. If the cow wanted someone to watch over her fence for hours under the blazing sun, Bruno never refused. Helping others gave his life meaning. Deep inside, he proudly believed, "Everyone depends on me. Everyone must care about me." But while the valley admired his generosity, no one noticed what it was costing him. Day after day, Bruno sacrificed a little more of himself. His meals grew smaller, his nights became shorter, and the strength slowly faded from his body. Yet he kept smiling because he believed one dangerous lie. If I keep giving everything I have, people will love me forever. Then one morning, everything changed. Bruno woke up barely able to stand. His legs trembled beneath him. His back screamed with pain, and he hadn't eaten since the previous day because he had given away his last meal. Just then, the horse appeared with another request. "Bruno, I need you to carry this load. It's important." Bruno stared at his weak legs, then looked at the horse standing there, healthy and strong. Every part of him wanted to refuse, but the word that escaped his mouth was the same one he had spoken his entire life. Yes. He struggled across the valley, carrying the crushing weight. Every step felt unbearable. Every breath felt heavier than the last. And the moment he reached home, his exhausted body gave up. Bruno collapsed onto the cold ground, unable to move. When Bruno finally opened his eyes, the valley was alive with laughter. The horse was happily chatting with friends. The goat was enjoying a peaceful meal with her children. The cow rested comfortably beneath the cool shade of a tree. Life had moved on, as if Bruno didn't exist. No one came to help him. No one asked if he was hurt. No one even offered him a single bite to eat. As he lay there alone, something inside him quietly broke. He had spent his entire life making everyone else's burdens lighter. Yet when he became the one who needed help, the world walked right past him. That night, one painful question echoed through his heart. Do they love me, or do they simply love what I do for them? The silence answered louder than words ever could. The next morning, everything was different. The horse arrived with another favor. "Bruno, I need your help." Bruno looked at him calmly and replied with one simple word. "No." The horse froze in disbelief. Then came the goat. "No." Then the cow. "No." One after another, every request received the same quiet answer. And then Bruno witnessed something that shattered the biggest illusion of his life. The horse carried his own wood. The goat pulled her own cart. The cow handled her own work. The valley continued without missing a single beat. The truth finally became impossible to ignore. They had never truly needed Bruno. They only needed someone who didn't know how to protect his own boundaries. From that day forward, Bruno changed. He ate before giving away his food. He rested before exhausting himself. He valued his own time instead of giving it away to everyone else. Little by little, his strength returned. His confidence grew. His kindness remained, but now it was guided by wisdom instead of guilt. The very animals who once took him for granted began treating him with genuine respect. Because people rarely respect the person who sacrifices everything. They respect the person who understands their own worth. And that's the lesson. Being kind doesn't mean saying yes to everyone. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is respect yourself enough to say no.